the Roundtable, the show we discuss social issues that affect us as a society. My name is Emily Miranda, and I'm your host. These are my co-hosts, Amanda Gomez and Angelina Buenaventura. How are you guys today?
Feeling really good. I am okay. Are you sure about that?
I just had my wisdom teeth taken out, so I'm gonna have a lisp during this episode.
Disclaimer.
Fair warning.
Yes.
Okay, so for the first social issue that we're going to get into is the whole national emergency that Trump called for the wall and it trying to be in the whole veto and it being overturned. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. It was on the news 24/7.
Yes.
Like, I heard recently, he I wouldn't say threatened, but he kind of like said, okay, we're going to close the border then.
Yeah.
Which caused a lot of controversy. You know, I could see why. Like, why would you have a problem with him closing the border? Or would you not have a problem?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but I did see something on Twitter that was funny. They said that we wouldn't get as many avocados if they closed the border.
Oh, no.
So I'm worried about that.
That's the con, for sure.
No.
But like, getting on the real point, you know, this issue with the wall has been going on for the longest time. I consider it like since
he mentioned it.
Yeah, since in his presidential campaign, he's been trying to get this passed. And I think that this goes a little bit deeper into that. If Trump gets what he wants with the wall, which a lot of people in America actually agree about, believe it or not. I mean, obviously there needs to be compromises that goes along with this issue.
Why do they usually agree with it?
Because illegal immigration is a big problem in our country.
Yeah.
There's over 11 million undocumented immigrants that are in our country right now, and I'm not saying that all of them are bad people, but the problem is some of them are criminals, and not only because they enter our country legally, but in the sense that they are committing criminal acts. On top of that,
coming and crossing the border as an illegal immigrant is a crime.
Yes,
yeah.
but I'm talking about they're doing more. So
yeah.
not only you're coming in legally, but I'm not saying all of them, but there's a good percentage that is not supposed to be here in the first place, and they're committing criminal acts, which is not cool. On top of that, you have them getting a lot of free, like Medicare,
getting privileges
that not even Americans can get. So it's like, why are we giving? Why are we allowing?
That's usually the complaint that I see. Is like people here who were born here, who do the right thing. It's tough enough for them to get the money they need or the resources they need. Yet you have people who come here from other countries illegally
like sanctuary cities
and get special treatment, and of course you'd be mad.
And on top of that, it's a problem for the legal immigrants who do the right thing, wait the time, because it's a long time and it's a long process, and they, you know, it's like, I always give this example. I know it's not the best, but you're in Disney, waiting in a long line for 3 hours, and then suddenly, you know, someone skips in front of you. Like, that's really unfair, because it's like, they get to the point where, okay, well, if these people are getting in illegally, and they're getting all those, privileges and
like handouts and things like that.
Why am I waiting this long?
Yeah.
Why? And that's a human thought to think, and I understand the problem that they're going through.
Yeah.
So
unfair.
yes, but that's just one issue with the whole border crisis.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to talk about it a little bit deeper. If Trump gets what he wants, which is, like I said, a lot of people want this. When the 2020 presidential campaign comes up, it's going to be a huge issue for the Democrats who are going against him, because he's going to say, I did this, and I did this.
Receipts.
And they won't have anything to go by. And I feel personally, it's a personal opinion, that's one of the reasons why they're so against this border, because they don't want him to win. When it sucks, because in reality, like, if we renovate the whole immigration crisis situation, it would really help benefit our country, but they don't care about that.
Yeah.
You know, they try to bring up excuses, but when many excuses are shot down, like, they're still like, okay, well, no, it's not going to happen.
Like, even when you provide them with facts that illegal immigration is a problem and this is a problem, they don't want to agree, because then they'd be agreeing.
Yeah.
And they don't want that. Because it's not their argument. Yeah. And they don't want that side to win. Yeah.
And, you know, Nancy Pelosi, a while ago, said that she'd agree with some sort of border. But now, all of a sudden, she's against it. You have those kinds of senators.
It's a Trump's president, but they don't want Trump to be president. So everything that Trump is saying, it's like, no, I don't agree. Even if he's right. No. It's like, I'm going a little bit off topic, the Mueller report, which he was under investigation for, apparently
colliding with the Russians during his presidential campaign, it was proven false, that nothing happened, and they're still going against it. So like that just kind of proves my theory that these people don't want him to win at all, and they don't want what's best for the country, which is actually what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest problems with the border crisis. And I don't know if I necessarily agree that closing the border would solve things. I think it would be a temporary solution, and
temporary
fix, and it's not really going to fix the problem, which is that we need to renovate our whole immigration policy.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, we are going to be talking about the Jussie Smollett, his scandal, I guess you can call it. I don't even call it a scandal.
It can be called a scandal.
His hoax, and then him getting off easy on it. So, what are your thoughts about what he did before we get into how he got off?
First of all, I would like to say that in the beginning, when like everyone thought it was real, I was so sympathetic and really upset because these things do happen.
Yeah.
Like they still do happen, and that's why it sucks even more because these hate crimes, because they are hate crimes and they do exist, and attacks against LGBT people or people of color, like they still do happen. But the fact that it did come out that he faked this, like crying wolf, and it hurts the people, just like the false rape accusations that are also going on. Like it hurts the real victims. Yeah. Because then it causes people to be weary when another person comes out because they are reminded by someone who faked this, and they're like, wait, are you lying? Are you not? So that's what, like, I'm angry about that.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it for everyone.
Yeah. So just to make sure that everyone knows a little bit about what's going on, Jussie was his name, correct?
No, Chris Rock says it's Jussie. He doesn't deserve the U.
I love Chris Rock.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
No. At the NAACP, he was talking about the whole situation, and he was talking about Jussie, and he goes, no, his name is Jussie. He does not deserve the U.
It was so funny. People got mad at Chris Rock on Twitter because he said that.
Well, I can understand
that it was
why.
It was a hoax, and everyone knows.
Yeah, you know.
Trevor Noah laughed, and Trevor Noah is very radical when it comes to his views, and he made fun of him, and I love that. I respect him for that. But whatever.
He's super liberal.
Yeah, and so that was great. Like I give him a lot of credit for that, considering that he could easily be biased, but he wasn't. Yeah. But going on to what happened, Jussie conducted an attack. Like he said, he was attacked by 2 Trump supporters, and they said this is MAGA country, and they tied a rope around him, and they put bleach on him. Yeah. When it was found, it was discovered that it was his trainers.
No, it was co-stars.
No. It was his trainers. It was his. Oh. I don't remember what nationality they're from.
They're African American.
No, Nigerian. Thank you. They're Nigerian. He had his trainers, and he's like, "Listen, I want to do this attack," and listen. And so, the police report comes in, and they're looking at this, and they're like, "Why is he out 2 a.m. at Subway when it's freezing cold?" And all of a sudden, these 2 Trump supporters who happen to know what show he's in, because apparently, if they're white supremacists, why the heck would they be watching The Empire? So they know, right? And they go, because like if you're racist, you're racist. You're not gonna bother to watch the show.
How did they know that he was watching the show?
Because they said, "Oh, we know you from Empire. We know who you are." Like he said that they know who they were. Oh. This is how sad this is. So it's kind of funny because it's like you're gonna fake a whole crime scene and people who actually
and mess up every single detail.
Yeah, and people who actually
cover your tracks so horribly.
I mean, I don't even know. For someone being a criminal mastermind on the show, he did a really bad job. So
he wasn't. But let's go.
No, wasn't he the bad guy in the show?
No.
Is he not the bad guy?
No.
I heard he was the bad guy.
No, he's not.
Okay, what's his character?
He's a good guy.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay, well, he's
one of the best characters on the show, which is unfortunate.
He wasn't the bad guy?
No.
Oh man. Okay, whatever.
The bad guy did a bad thing? No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then it makes sense why he screwed up, because he plays a good guy, so he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
That's that. But yeah, like Andy said, the whole point about this whole story is the fact that he got away conducting a hate crime that was a hoax, and on top of that, he got away with it easily. I don't remember. Don't call me on this, but I don't know if they dropped all the charges.
They dropped 16 charges.
They dropped all the 16 charges, but I heard a rumor that
All of them?
yeah,
Jesus.
that the mayor wants to make him pay like a fine because a lot of money went into that police report and that investigation.
Yeah.
So I understand. You know what I mean?
don't
All I
understand
want is
why
their
they
money.
dropped it.
They dropped it
Because he's famous.
because he's famous.
He's
Like
in a show that people like.
it's privilege. It's rich privilege. He's rich, like in the sense that he has money, he has power, he knows people with power. I'm gonna go a little bit off topic, but I think it kind of relates because of the fact, I guess, a lot of people complain that there's this thing called white privilege, but I don't necessarily believe that to a certain extent. I think it's rich privilege because he got away with it. He's powerful. He knows people who are powerful, and he's rich, and he got away with it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it can't happen to a white person, but at the same time, I really believe it's because he's rich and he's famous, and that's why he got away with all those charges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you know what really bothers me is the news, how they took on to this. Immediately right away, they didn't question the situation. They put it on the news. CNN talked about it. You have senators who talked about it, saying this is a modern day lynching. And that's just so upsetting because in reality, you know how I feel about the news, report the facts. And if you don't know the facts, own up to that.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, like, look, this is an alleged thing that happened, you know, you can make your opinions about it, but you don't know. This is right away they jumped the gun and look what happened. They embarrassed themselves and they made a fool out of themselves because at the end of the day, it was a hoax. And that really upsets me. Yeah.
No, it really upsets me too. It was something very personal to me, and then like just what I said in the beginning, like that, just and the fact that he is a member of the LGBT community, and he's not dumb. Obviously, he is messed up.
He really
to do
thought
that.
he was doing something to kind of.
I don't know if like for some reason he faked this to spread some kind of message that's
exactly
whatever.
what he wanted to do.
But I don't think so.
But you
I
shouldn't
think
conduct it. No, the way that a lot of people see it is that he was trying to make a point that you know, like there is racist and like whatever, and like people kind of.
But don't fake
but don't
something
fake it.
like
Don't make
that.
it towards yourself. You know, you can kind of call out other situations and other examples, but why are you going to literally pay people?
Yeah.
And make it so obvious that you literally buy yourself rope and bleach.
Yeah.
Give it to two
If anything,
people.
if he really wanted to bring attention that this is still happening to the LGBT community, he should have brought light to the real stories that still happen that don't make news stories, which a lot of it is of the killings of a lot of trans people, because that does happen a lot and it is happening. He should have taken that route instead of doing something so horrible like this.
The thing is, this is what he said, and this is what people are concluding. He wasn't paid enough. Like I remember reading that he was complaining that he wasn't paid enough.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he look, if you compare it to like people who get $1 million, I get it, like 160 grand around.
But for the work he was doing,
he was complaining about that, and he wanted to become famous off of it and get attention. It wasn't necessarily the whole message that he was trying to pursue. Yeah. But if this is true, it's very sick of him to use that to gain popularity and money.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, and he deserves to lose the U in his name. He is now Jussie.
He doesn't deserve the U.
Well, on to a more lighthearted topic. Do you guys know what month we're in?
We're in Endgame month, y'all.
Yeah, it's not even April. Like, forget April. It's Endgame. It's all over the news, all over social media. So excited for it.
Counting down.
Yes, till the date. I think on my calendar it says like 24, 23 days. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what about
I have to ask you a question. So
yes.
Obviously, I know you guys are excited about it. I know that
Marvel fans.
Yesterday, when people were buying tickets, apps weren't able to be open. But we were sitting there, we were watching one of our teachers struggle because he wanted to buy his tickets so bad. But I have a question for you guys. Do you guys have any theories of what you think is going to go on?
Absolutely, I have a couple.
Go off.
I listen to a lot of videos. Every time trailers come out and people just talk about it, YouTubers talk about it. There's a lot of theories that there's going to be time travel involved.
Yes, I've heard that. I believe.
Yeah, based on like photos and stuff, they saw like things on their arms, and they're dressed in their other movies. So Captain America was seen in his Avengers suit. when he doesn't wear that. And, you know what I mean? So people are like theorizing that this is a theory that they're gonna go back in time to get the gems.
The stones?
The stones.
The gems.
The stones.
The rhinestones.
The stones. And to defeat Thanos. And then I heard another theory that Captain America, and spoiler alert if this happens, not my fault, because I actually believe this. He won't necessarily die, but he'll stay back in his time zone to be with his girl.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. What? Oh, why?
Nothing.
He'll finally make it to his
I hate
date.
you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If that
I
happened,
don't want him to die.
if that happened, that would
I
be
want him to stop
so.
talking.
That would be. Shut up. That would be so heartbreaking, but also so happy for me, because like I would not be able to see him die. He's one of my favorite superheroes, not hers apparently. She's more of an Iron Man stan.
Yes, Iron Man is good.
Yes, we love Iron Man, but like I like Captain America, and so if that happens, that would be so sweet. But we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm scared. I don't know what to expect.
Do you love Captain America or do you love Chris Evans?
I like Captain America. Like I like Chris Evans, but
You should have just said, after the question, you should have just said yes.
no, but the thing is, no. I used to love Chris Evans, but personal things have caused me to cancel him. But I love Captain America. Steve Rogers, mwah, love him. But yes, I honestly never been so scared going into a movie because I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's theories here and there, and we know that they're gonna see Thanos, and I think they're gonna win, but not in the way that we expect. Like, I honestly think that stuff is gonna go down.
And you know what's so funny? That trailer basically gave us nothing.
It didn't
like,
give you
no,
anything.
gave us nothing.
It gave you
Yet we were screaming
Apparently-
and hollering.
Apparently, that trailer is just 15 minutes of the movie.
What?
25 to
Oh,
like, so like 20 minutes of the movie?
20 minutes into the movie. So like we don't even know what happens at the end. Also, they have theories that they're like manipulating it. They've done it before with Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Like manipulating cuts. Like it's not what
making you think. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're really screwing us over with that. My theory is that Ant-Man is gonna go into. Can I say
Thanos'
this?
nose?
Not Thanos' nose.
His nose.
The other end. And his
nose.
No, this is like canon, guys, because the Russo brothers were the directors of the show, of the movie. Put like the meme as their profile picture, and that's everything. That means that I don't think that's true, but like I think that's hilarious.
I'm gonna break it down very professionally. Ant-Man will become a very small size and unexpectedly jump into Thanos' buttocks cavity and take him over from the inside.
Yes.
And I don't see anything wrong with that.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's quite hilarious for someone like Ant-Man.
That sounds like something that Guardians of the Galaxy would do.
Exquisite. Or Ant-Man. Guardians and Ant-Man. But half of Guardians is gone.
No,
So.
I know, but don't talk about it, please.
They died.
It's not even half. It's literally just Rocket.
It's Rocket.
It's just
It's
Rocket.
just-
It's not half. It's all.
I'm
Nebula.
gonna cry.
Nebula.
She doesn't count.
But she's in the thing.
She's in the movie, but she doesn't count.
But
She's not the gang.
Okay, can we talk about, he snaps his fingers, it's 50% of the world. You'd think that 50% of those people that were with Iron Man and Infinity Wars would be gone, but I feel like it was just Iron Man that was left up there, no? And Nebula. So you have Peter, the guy Doctor Strange. What's the guy, the muscular guy? I like him. No,
Drax.
Spider-Man,
Drax.
Drax. The
I said
alien
Drax
girl.
too, like
The alien-
confidently.
the alien girl. That's 5 people.
The alien girl.
Nebula. That's 6. Oh, and Rocket.
Yeah.
No, Rocket was with Captain America.
Yes, good job. Okay, 6 people. There should have been 3 people left.
But no, it's not 50%
I know.
of wherever you are.
I
It's
know.
50% of the Earth.
I just think it so happens to be that all of those people are gone. I think that's too much of a coincidence. That's my personal opinion. Going on to the theories.
They're alive. I don't care. As long as they come back.
It's rough. I know that the quantum realm is going to be used. If any of you guys failed to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, you guys are going to be lost. Because Ant-Man
it's a good movie.
Ant-Man's coming in with that quantum realm,
He's
and he's
stuck
going to
in
be
it.
like, he's going to get it. We saw him. He's going to get there. And
that'd be so cute. It'd be so unexpected from him.
Yeah.
To be the one.
To be that person.
Because the quantum realm, they're saying that there's no time in there apparently. Like the time traveling is different. Like it's all over the place.
Yeah.
And we saw them using their suits. By the way, I just want to point out, I hate the suits. The red and white suits.
They're not a look. Like I must say.
They're really not.
They're not that.
They're not it.
No.
But they have to go in the quantum realm with that. And I think that has to do with something like that. But not gonna lie. Ever since I saw the newest trailer, which came out yesterday, and I saw Thanos, I think, and this is what I've heard, that they're gonna go in the first act of the movie, and they're gonna fail at fighting Thanos. They're gonna try again, and they're gonna fail.
So it's gonna be like a trial and error thing, the whole movie? That's what I think it's gonna be.
Because if you look at Scarlett Johansson, if you look at Black Widow's hair, it's a great way to see time.
Yeah.
Because she has the blonde hair in like other parts of the movie, so we're considering that when Captain Marvel comes in, this is gonna be a little bit after the whole snap.
Yeah.
And then when she has that ugly growing out phase with the red and the blonde, never seen that. I don't understand why she just can't cut that off. That's gonna bother me so much. That's more towards the middle or
I just
the
want to say we love Captain Marvel in this house. I'm just saying.
Yes, we stand here.
Making it clear.
I really want to know what they're gonna use her for.
Everything.
Obviously.
Well, she's being used as a pilot. I remember like we saw her in that scene where she's driving. She's definitely gonna be in charge of the flying the whatever they're flying.
Yeah, you know, but she can be a pilot,
in.
but Rocket's a pilot too. So I know they're gonna.
But she's a pilot.
Yeah, but they're
Pilot,
gonna use her more than just.
No, for sure.
No, obviously, duh.
I
bring her
think
back.
that Thor and Captain Marvel are one of the most powerful Avengers right now. Not Avengers, like the people that are there right now.
People in Marvel, yeah.
Yeah,
Alive.
Yeah, alive. I think that
Not a pile of dust.
I think that Thor and Captain Marvel are gonna have a great dynamic, whether it's romantic,
No.
or platonic,
No.
or
I hope
platonic.
Yes,
platonic.
platonic, I guess. No, it's nothing against you. It's
Okay.
against everyone who's saying, oh my god.
Not a lot of people are saying it though.
yeah,
a lot of
okay.
people
A lot of people are.
stand her more with Valkyrie more than they stand her with Thor. If we're being really honest, that's Twitter.
I stand here with Maria. Anyway, so.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. But what I'm saying is they're gonna have a great dynamic, and I can see it just based on the trailer. And I like them, like as friends, like they're as partners, they're freaking amazing. They're gonna
They could be siblings.
yeah, they're so cute. I love them.
I'd like it for them to have like a little like sarcastic, cause I
can see that.
her dynamic with Nick Fury, like I want
love
that,
her
but like
dynamic.
yeah.
I see that. She's
Yeah.
like that in general. I think that if she's comfortable with Thor, they'll be good. I just want to talk about how Infinity War made me love Thor a lot. Like before, I was like. I mean, Thor Ragnarok was
I've
cute.
always loved Thor.
No,
He's always
no,
been
for
my
me,
favorite.
this is my opinion.
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok was not the best. Like,
No.
I like Thor Ragnarok, but I felt like they were trying too hard to be Guardians. And it's like Thor has always been a serious guy.
Yeah.
Yes, he
They're
has
trying to make him likable.
but they don't need to. I think Thor's Thor, and I like Thor for who he
Thor
is.
can stay in his corner.
He's supposed to be a king.
Yeah,
He was bred to be a king.
Yeah.
He, like in the first movie, like you see it, his attitude is he kind of lightened up a little bit after he met Jane, but but it's different because he's literally meant to be a king.
He's
and
like a
kings
god.
are serious.
He's
So,
supposed
and he's
to
a
be
king, and
serious.
he's a
And
god.
maybe his shtick is maybe like, okay, I don't understand the way the world works because I'm from a different. I get that, and that sarcastic humor. I think Infinity Wars did a good balance with his serious attitude and his funniness.
Okay, now I remember him in Infinity Wars. I need to go through my mental files. Yeah. I liked him in Infinity
He
Wars.
was like everything. Like, love that guy.
He was
Appreciate
cool.
It was
him.
funny, and you saw like how stressed out he was.
Yeah.
That's the word. I don't like him, I appreciate him.
Yeah,
I can handle him.
Yeah. We're just talking about Thor, like fully off track of Endgame.
It's fine.
So, yeah, I've never had so much anxiety going into a movie. To be fully honest, never had so much anxiety because I really don't want to spoil it for myself. I did that with Infinity Wars. I'm very guilty of that. But this one, it's the last one. It's not the end of Marvel and
But
the
it's the end of-
Avengers.
it's
The end of the game.
Yeah,
It's the end of it's the phase. It's the end of phase 3. I think that's what they're going on, and like you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, and like
there's gonna be death.
There's no questions. There's no room for there's room for questioning, but there's no room to guess what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's no way the way that they're handling it. There's no tell. There's no way that you can kind of be like.
And I won't put anything past them. I love to say, oh, they're not dead. Oh, they're coming back. But like,
I wouldn't put it past them.
Girl, I don't know. At this point,
like I don't know who they're gonna kill off, and that's the scariest.
Spider-Man's
part.
gonna live.
Oh, for sure. That was so dumb. Like, I remember going in and my boyfriend was like crying, getting so upset that Spider-Man died. Like, he's coming back. They have a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
unfortunately.
Like, what? You hate everyone. Okay, moving along. So yeah, that's my theories on the Endgame series.
Have you heard any other ones?
No.
My
favorite one is Ant-Man. I like his plan.
Yes.
I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. That'll be a very comedic end to the movie.
Oh, for sure. That and the Thanos.
Crosses out the quantum realm, just bam. Okay. Anyway, I think that's all we have to say for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming and watching us, and have a great day.
Bye.